Professor Amin Al-Hassan ena the boss of GBC, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Now, in fact, Kevin Taylor akaye niye sa papa no ediye no ebra na NPP eti power. Na uhumbe drill. Sa video we Kevin Taylor de wom. Sa GBC boss ne de wom. Black Rasta de wom. Kim Fantastic menso be de wom. Na mame din kan ma mo gist ne kakra na me play video na mo ntie ne ekọ ene ne eba. So this is what happened. Professor Amin Al-Hassan ebra na NPP ti power no. Or see or prayers in Tamale na only Imam be din kono after prayers. And a Imam ne kachire ne say ebra dru say Kevin Taylor be program ntimi Russia kofia kohwe Kevin Taylor wo TV so. GBC bossy every Tamale bank kranya or tam phone fre as la uso say yen shut Kevin Taylor channel down e wo Ghana space mo. Until TV you cannot access Kevin Taylor. And a Kevin Taylor true and a monko Nigeria. A bomb returning back to Ghana space through Nigeria. Now I don't know Kevin Taylor come once and no President Mahama say ebe ya man penny John Dramani Mahama and Saki Sa GBC boss on sem fata. Or one of the people are not Womum pese Mahama beba be di president. Na so utimi ye sa die we etiamia. Why should NDC come to power and then you still be the GBC boss? And no and a Black Rasta didn't reaction aba. Mama yentie ne ekoso.
When you are home and you are running to now I will illustrate one example why this conversation matters. About 2 years ago, up in Tamale, after the evening prayers, I engaged the Imam in the chat. Then officer, he told me that, oh, it's time for Kevin Taylor. I'm running home. I said, you have Kevin Taylor on your TV? He said, yes. At that time, I could only access Kevin Taylor on the internet. I didn't know that DTH, Kevin Taylor was entering Ghanaian homes. I went home, scanned my TV, and there it was, free to my house. I came back to Accra, scanned, it was there. And I remember sending a text message and a screenshot to a very important regulator. All he said was, wow. They commissioned the NCA to find a way to stop Kevin Taylor. They tracked him down. Kevin Taylor went to Nigeria and got a satellite company whose footprint covers Ghana, and currently he's broadcasting to Ghana. So, nowhere, you can get him. Now, I will illustrate one example why this conversation matters. About 2 years ago, up in Tamale, after the evening prayers, I engaged the Imam in the chat. Then officer, he told me that, oh, it's time for Kevin Taylor. I'm running home. I said, you have Kevin Taylor on your TV? He said, yes. At that time, I could only access Kevin Taylor on the internet. I didn't know that DTH, Kevin Taylor was entering Ghanaian homes. I went home, scanned my TV, and there it was, free to my house. I came back to Accra, scanned, it was there. And I remember sending a text message and a screenshot to a very important regulator. All he said was, wow. They commissioned the NCA to find a way to stop Kevin Taylor. They tracked him down. Kevin Taylor went to Nigeria and got a satellite company whose footprint covers Ghana, and currently he's broadcasting to Ghana. So, nowhere, you can get him.
This man, that is what he was doing. What was Kevin Taylor doing? Kevin Taylor was exposing the NPP government. This idiot took it upon himself, offered Asla Owusu, and told Asla to shut me down. To get my license to just operate, I spent over $20,000. I was paying $5,000 a month, and I'm still paying to be on multi-TV. I spent $20,000 just to get a license to come and tell Ghanaians that this is what is happening to Ghana. Pasiampenyi Way came to Accra. He called Asla. People say he called an operator. He called Asla Owusu. Offer Asla Owusu and you bring Asla Owusu say Asla Owusu should find every means to find how I got into Ghana. This man, Kwasiawi, today is standing before John Mahama and telling John Mahama, you know what? We want government to pay our debt. John Mahama, please, with all due respect, sack this fool. These are some of the naughtiness that you're not supposed to allow around you. Whoever is lobbying for this fool, you need to sack this guy. All to him for editing Embra GBC. Even your manifesto lunch, this guy instructed them not to cover your manifesto lunch. This fool. Anyway, today, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo was president for 8 years. This man could not look in his eyes to tell him the problems of GBC. And we allow these fools. They draw so much money, big salaries, stupid idiots, and then we give them chance.
Well, Kevin Taylor is noted for explosive utterances. In his opinion, Professor Amin Al-Hassan should be sacked by the President of the Republic. He is the boss of GTV. In fact, the whole of GBC. Radio, TV, online, everything. I've had the opportunity to meet him. We grew up together at Moshizongo in Tamale. And in his own words, he said when he went to Tamale to pray behind a certain Imam, right after prayer, the Imam was so much in a hurry to go and watch Kevin Taylor. And that shocked him. How can Kevin Taylor be on Ghana TV with such explosive language? And he called one of the regulators to deal with the issue. And according to Kevin Taylor, it was one Esula Owusu he called. And this is Esula. She was the Minister of Communication at the time. And the whole thing was shut down. And when it was shut down, Kevin Taylor had to run to Nigeria to pay the Nigerians to find a way of putting him into the Ghanaian space again. That was how Kevin Taylor was able to return to the airwaves right here in Ghana. Number one, it shows resilience. Number two, it shows a man who is not ready to give up. Now, before we came on the show, I tried to speak with Professor Amin Al-Hassan, and he told me point blank, he is not ready to give any credence to this story. But we had another conversation which we are going to be following up on. And in the next coming days, we will bring you a bigger expose. Did Kevin Taylor get the right information? Did somebody lie to him? Or exactly why did Kevin Taylor get this angry? I have the answers. Come here. It's simple. My brother, my sister, that Kevin Taylor knows how far he has come with his Loud Silence TV from 2012. What he went through. He's a man who has always believed in information. The WikiLeaks style. People must have the information devoid of all the formality and bureaucracies. He's somebody who has challenged the status quo. He is somebody who has decided that, you know what? I don't need all the formality to be able to bring out my message. I will give it to them raw. He doesn't think about ethics when he's on his show. So it is for you to decide if you want that show or not. But in no time, he started catching up with the people. What the media in Ghana couldn't give, he was able to give that raw, no protection. And he became a threat to many. Many took him to court. Some he got hooked, and others he was freed. My brother, my sister, Loud Silence TV is a delicacy of so many Ghanaians. If an imam in Tamale is so much in a hurry to finish his prayer, to rush and go and watch Kevin Taylor, my brother, then he must be doing something right. Can I bust your bubble right now? Why did Professor Amin Al-Hassan decide to ask the regulators to deal with Kevin Taylor? For him, He felt that Kevin Taylor was not using decorum. He was not using language that was palatable for journalism. He felt that what he was doing was not journalism. It was against the very ethics of journalism. And for that matter, he felt that this kind of freedom of speech should not be tolerated in Ghana. But Kevin Taylor has endeared himself to so many different people across the world, not only Ghanaians. Now he's calling for the head of Professor Amin Al-Hassan. Right now he's calling for the head of the boss of the GBC. And he claims that this man is anti-government. And at the same time, he uses unprintable words on him out of anger. Probably if I was the same person in the shoes of Kevin Taylor, I would have used similar language. Looking at how much investment has gone into Live Silence TV. Looking at how staff members are being paid. Looking at how to even get content on this. And at the end of the day, one man decides that this is not good enough. And therefore, he has to get off TV. And it took a political character like Esuna Owusu to clamp down Loud Silence TV. Because, basically, Loud Silence TV was 110% against the NPP. It was a thorn in the flesh of the NPP. But Kevin Taylor decided not to back down. He pushed on and on. Now the party that he supported in opposition to come into power is in power. And he thinks that this is the right time for him to remove all those people who did not support his work and the work of this government while in opposition. My brother, my sister, is Kevin Taylor right? Is he justified in his utterances? Is Professor Amin Al-Hassan justified to say that no, his language is so unclean? The way he approaches his issues, very terrible and bad. And anytime soon, he could cause a big problem in Ghana. And for that matter, let's clamp him down. Despite the fact that he was paying so much money to air his program on TV in Ghana. My brother, my sister, we'll leave the discussion to you. But at this point,
so you see, sa GBC boss no. Na the problem nyina say Kevin Taylor diatem. Kevin Taylor kasatia MPP government. Kevin Taylor journalism in nyefe. Ono so nti show TV so. He owned the TV station. The platforms nyina ye ne de. It say meti hey. Can anybody move out from somewhere and come and say that came fantastic? Say this. Our platform, is it for you? Kevin Taylor decide what to say on his platform. As he can do tria. But this man was so paid to the extent that yen ya say, Adena Kevin Taylor style of journalism, ye condone wa Ghana ye space mo. Ntino, my ye be say, I will shut him down because MPP the mama appointment di. Mpene ni mashe. That same party are not all supporting NDMPP na ba NDC about power. Kwa jira NDC was a president government in supporting GBC no Montreal light bill. Makofu ado tisu na da mwanga nje zone tria GBC light bill mamu. GBC ye you womu light bill document to a Holy Bible. GBC, woman to light be a cankwa Okakana and Crofwaja program Papa Ben or you GTV so football cra ye bo football muhinianu haya mua kandao GBC headquarters e kandao any TV3 wa kandane wo so who kwa circular unya tra standard chartered building no a co-enim kakra or right hand side or circle or trasa building no now co-enim kakra right hand side is wo a one GBC wo any TV3 wa the same place Kanda from Sabe from Kanda to Accra Stadium wa yet me bobo Accra Sports Stadium GBC GTV and to me show Ghana match I born Accra Stadium mon fast way there say I buy support mona munya den muntia light bay a whole media house like GTV mun to be generate sika mamu ankasa mu entry light bay this say government and ebe support mu this say government and then support no mamuntua light bay na muka say aban no onim ni ode sika ye GBC boss no ni a friend of Professor Amin Alhansa that's him only papa we never can say Shati Kevin Taylor TV down he's the one only onega sa asem no since obey GTV director by premium dem mo misa say program papa be no dey be kan wo program papa be Chale wanya butra on we be kan yen kan munchira maji